Have you ever heard a whisper on the wind, a story of a kingdom lost to time? Let's travel back together to a place where light and knowledge carved a civilization unlike any other, Al-Andalus. For nearly 800 years, this was a land of poets, astronomers, and architects who built wonders that still touch the sky. Imagine cities like Cordoba, which was the largest city in Europe, a beacon of learning. While much of the continent was in the Dark Ages, it had libraries with hundreds of thousands of books, street lights, and paved roads when London was still a small town of muddy lanes. In the gardens of the Alhambra Palace in Granada, scholars from different faiths, Muslims, Jews, and Christians, would gather, debating philosophy and science under the shade of orange trees. They translated ancient Greek texts, saving them for future generations, and made groundbreaking discoveries in medicine, mathematics, and optics. It was a true convivencia, a time of coexistence, where vibrant souk buzzed with trade, and music from the oud and lute filled the air. This wasn't just a kingdom, it was a cultural explosion that shaped the world we live in today. The numbers we use, the concept of algebra, even surgical tools, many have roots that trace back to the brilliant minds of Al-Andalus. But, as with all great stories, this one has a heart-wrenching twist. Power struggles and internal divisions began to tear this magnificent tapestry apart. The unity that had been its strength began to fray, and piece by piece, the once mighty kingdom started to crumble. The final chapter unfolded in Granada, the last jewel in the Andalusian crown. As the year 1492 arrived, the city stood alone, a magnificent but isolated fortress surrounded by the forces of Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand. Imagine the final night, the air over the Alhambra thick with sorrow. The scent of jasmine mixed with the cold fear of an ending. Torches that once illuminated lively courtyards were now flickering low, casting long, lonely shadows. Citizens looked upon the intricate arches and tiled walls not just as buildings, but as the final monuments to their identity, their history, their very soul. The keys to the city, a symbol of their home and heritage, were about to be handed over. It was the end of an era, a bittersweet farewell to a golden age. The silence that fell over Granada was more than just the absence of sound. It was the fading echo of a civilization. Yet, even in loss, the spirit of Al-Andalus refused to be extinguished. Its legacy is not just in history books, it's carved